Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 25.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, alert 3. Check the backer.
Gone.
Check 99.
No. Off.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
It's fourth down.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the pass.
Check four, check four. Collect. Check it out.
Check, check, check. Motion, motion, motion. Motion, motion.
Hey, yo, go. My turn.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he slipped right by him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having...
This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ball!
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
You don't want none? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Go! Shoot!
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, dude. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, come on now. Go. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Watch the pass. Ready?
2nd and 1. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Check. Fresno. Yep.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Blue ball Porkers. Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen. Spike.
On 3rd down, Herbert going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On the run is counter. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He's not going to get me. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 3 bud. Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Finds his running back, James Conner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
6-man. Check curls.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Get that quarterback. And it goes down.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on second and 10. They complete it to Hill. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, Herbert. That one complete to Hill. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go! Now.
Back to throw. Herbert, and finding the tight end Hooper. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Go! Motion. Mike 22, Mike 22. Here I come. Fire.
From the gun, Herbert. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He'll pitch it back, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC, 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Conner, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey!
You got it, son.
Greystone travel.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Check three.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Herbert. It's Hill. Complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pull it high.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready. 50, plant.
You better be afraid of me.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, open man is Hill. He's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the I. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Denver! It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Down on the goal line, you go to the big fella. The fullback delivers.
And in today's NFL, it's not often the fullback actually gets to carry the ball. Great spot for him, able to pound it in for a score.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check 3, check 3.
5.
Hunt gonna run for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score, Chiefs 44, Broncos 19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Smith! 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. All day.
Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check.
Go.
Here we go.
They run right side with Hunt. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Danny. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Out. Topper.
They run for it with Hunt. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
SOS. Hey,
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 51.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Broncos.
61, matchbox light.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, zoom.
My 52. Get him, get him, get him.
Throwing on first down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, it's Hunt. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Single.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Check, 52.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the mic. Let's get the ball. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Leo.
Jim.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, seam 6.
22, Mike 22.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. Space to run past the 20. And Hill with it over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause